And there's the new inverter, all installed. It's all running good. The fans seem to kick on frequently, partly because I never noticed it on the old one. They weren't working for such a long time that it got nice and quiet. But I put the cheapest air filter material I could find over a USB fan, blowing onto it. That'll be blowing onto it continuously. Unfortunately, that's the end where the outlets are, where the insulation or the filter material is. I'll just have to deal with that. On the old one, I didn't know which one was the inlet and which one was the outlet. There goes the fans on this one. But the fans are on this end. They're exhaust fans. So I'm assuming that most inverters use those for exhaust fans. I wasn't sure, so I had the USB fan hooked on this end, blowing into it. Like I said, without the fans working, I didn't know which way they were supposed to work. But I put this air filter over to keep the dust down. And you may ask, what dust? I'll show you. This is why you put an air filter on an inverter. I don't think either one of those fans have worked since just after I moved into the motorhome, because it was so quiet for a long time and I didn't know why. So I bought a little USB powered fan, and I hooked it up to blow into here to get some air movement through there. And you can see all the dust it blew on there. And this was almost 2 years worth of accumulation, because that's how long it's been behind the couch. And it's fallen over a couple times. I've moved it around several times, so a bunch of it's gotten knocked off. But that's how much dust is still on it. It's a pretty dusty little bugger. So I'm going to take the cover out, blow out all the dust, put it in a box, and set it aside. You can see it's an absolutely beautiful day here today. Probably about, I don't know, 96. It's supposed to get up to 96 degrees today. I have no idea what it is right now. I don't even know what time it is. Another project I got finished, almost completed. Still gotta put that hose insulation, tape that up around the yellow pipe, but it's all hooked up to a brand new tank of propane. I can't believe that doing it this way is safer than using just rubber hose. Because on the rubber hose I had a connection there and another connection at the heater. Here I've got a connection there, I got two there, I got another two there, then it goes into the yellow pipe, so that's one more connection. Then there's two there. And it comes over. Trust me, I got two more there. Yeah, two more down there. Plus, one where it comes up into the black stuff. I can't see anything on the viewfinder. When it comes up into the black stuff, then another two there, then the elbow, and then one in, and then another elbow, and then a piece, then another elbow, and then a 3-foot long piece, and then a valve, and then it transfers into a fireplace. Well, that's what they sold it as. It's coming up out of there to the valve and in that fireplace thing. So that's two more connections there. Actually 3 more. 1, 2, 3 with the yellow tape. Yep. And then there's and then there's a few more there with the yellow tape. So it's like I got all these connections. I can't believe that's safer than just doing it with the rubber hose. Even though I didn't like having the rubber hose for fear that the animals would gnaw on it and pop a leak in the hose and lose all the propane. Never had a bit of problem with that in over 4 years I've lived here. But the only thing I have not been and of course all the fittings were tested for leaks. Got the valve on the propane tank. The only thing I've been unsuccessful in doing is getting this to fire up. I know that's a lot of line to fill propane up with. Probably 30 feet or more than 30 feet. But you would have thought after 5 minutes of holding that button down that it would have come through, but still nothing. Just keeps sparking, but doesn't even like to poof like it's gonna flame. So that's the progress I got done here. And those are the absolute last 2 projects I have to do around here, besides just maintenance projects. Was getting the propane hooked up and swapping out the inverter. And there's my hard-working Remy. There's my hard-working Susie. You good Susie. You good puppy. And there's my hard-working Ruger. They're all doing a damn good job of keeping the dust down underneath the Jeep. That's what their job is today. It took me a while to convince them to just relax, lay there and keep the dust down, but they're doing it. It was funny. Went to finish doing the propane line hookup connections yesterday. Got all the way down to the point of hooking it up. Realized they still needed one more fitting. So I had to run into town today, which is just into 3 points of the Ace Hardware. Picked up a fitting, got a few groceries. Puppies weren't excited to see me leave, but boy, they love it when I come back. It's just a beautiful day. It's been a beautiful week. It's supposed to be like this for the next 10 days. Sunny and warm. It's like I said, 96 today, maybe a little less. Talking 97 tomorrow, 98 the next day, 99 the next, 101 the next. So, it's just going to be right around there, which is fine with me. I love it like that. So, got a few flowers on this cactus here. I was excited to see that. I gave it, first they shrivel up during the day, with the heat of the day. I gave it, by each one, there's really only 2 plants there, which surprised me, but I gave each one probably a good 20 gallons over a month ago. So, and for some reason, my bird of paradise, those little leaves had been there for a good 3 weeks or more, but just no big long branches are growing. I water it every day. Today's one of the few days I haven't watered it, just to see what happens. But all the other growth on there is all leftovers from last year's long stuff, but the real short branches are the new growth. Another flower right here. It has the potential for being just covered with flowers. And I even went so far as to get yellow duct tape for wrapping the pipe insulation around the propane line. The netting up there underneath the solar panels appears to be doing the trick. But still have some pissed off birds coming. Seems like almost every morning they come up and try and figure a way to get in there. I'm trying a new experiment this year, covering up the little holes I had underneath the screens to see if that cuts down on the little bugs crawling inside this summer. Good morning, everyone. Desert Horizons, AZ Off-Grid Unplugged 3 R's Cabin Ranch. There's one of the R's right there. There's the S part. Woke up this morning and Remy had a big old chunk of Troya cactus stuck on her back. So I had to come out and pry that off. But I did get one major project that I've been working on for about over 6 months, totally finally done a couple minutes ago. There's the propane coming up out of the ground into the wall. It's all been checked for leaks several times. Everything finished cleaning up over here. And I got this one done too. This one's all totally done from. And I even put some insulation around the rubber hose going to the tank, because the sun can't be good for that stuff either. So see that cactus right there? It's not moving around. There's a big old nest in there. And Mama moved in, but I'm not sure how this works, because there was a couple in there earlier, a couple weeks ago, and then they left, and now this one moved in. Let's see, it looks like there's a little egg right there. So I'm assuming when the new mama moves in, they kick any old eggs out. I don't know, but I think that's what happened. Ah, there's my Remy. There's my Remy. She's still picking at that spot where the cactus went in. So, it's another gorgeous day here. A few clouds in the sky, which they weren't predicting at all. Which is one of the most difficult things to plan for when you're on solar, and the weathermen can't even get it right when they're going to say it's cloudy. Because if it's going to be cloudy tomorrow, I will conserve a little bit today, for example. I had no idea it was going to be cloudy today, so I didn't conserve at all yesterday. Let's see, I did have a new toy I wanted to show you. This is the Top Shack solar generator, if I had it hooked up to solar. But this is a 2,000 watt 2200 kilowatt hour lithium ion battery. They're having such a good sale on them. I was only going to get a 1,000 for $500, and they had this 2,000 for $844. So I bought it. I said it's more like trying to figure out a use for it than anything else, but it's good for backup. 2,000 extra watts of backup power now. So for whatever the situation would arise, I think I can handle it with this generator, my solar system, and the 2 gas generators I have. I don't think that should be a problem too much anymore. This seems to be working good. I couldn't tell you if it's got full 2,000 watts of capacity or not. Oh well. I don't know what I was worried about. It works beautifully. Just took patience and time to get the gas all the way down that line. So, but it works. Alright, thanks for joining me on the journey. Take care, have fun.